Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Lisa, Blue Grandma. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my kitchen. So, if you are new to my channel, hey, you guys, thanks for stopping by. Stick around. I think we're going to have some fun. So today we're going to be doing 3 very easy recipes. So, you can actually make these tonight before your party tomorrow. You'll have lots of goodies. So anyway, if you're not new to my channel and you are a subscriber, hi, you guys. It's so good to see you again. Hello, I love you. You know I do. Hi. So what today is about, we are doing 3. We are doing 3 recipes. And so I've got all my ingredients, and if you watched my video prior to this one, you will see that I put these recipes up for you. I'm giving you the chance to go and get your supplies, things that you need, to where you can put me up on the counter and we can make this together. Then let's taste it afterwards and see what we think. The first thing, let's start out with ragtag candy. Ragtag candy. So, in this is basically a glorified marshmallow crispy treat. And I hear they're magnificent. I've never had them. All 3 of these recipes that we're doing, I've never had. My mother made them, and my mom and my sister made them, and just love them. And so anyway, they had highly suggested these, so I thought, well, we'll make them together. So in this recipe, we will be using 1 10-ounce bag of marshmallows, 4 tablespoons of butter. We will use 3 cups of broken pretzels, 5 cups of Rice Krispies, a half a cup of Heat Candy Bites, some chocolate chips. We will also need vanilla and salt. So anyway, get your items together. Get you a big pot. Okay. I have already went ahead and buttered the inside of my pan. Definitely helps to where your marshmallows don't stick to your pan really terrible. So, and make sure you wash them hands. Wash them hands. My hands are nice and clean. I got them all washed. And so we are ready to roll. So if you guys have got all your ingredients out and your pan's ready, let's go ahead and get started. If not, pause the video, grab your stuff, and let's get started. Okay. Here we go. Ready? And so the first thing we will need is our 10-ounce bag of marshmallows. Now, I am going to be cruising back and forth. There are all my ingredients. They are laid out right here. So, just so I don't have to keep going back and forth and back and forth, we're going to go like this. And let me go grab my marshmallows. Hang tight. Marshmallows. Marshmallows. Our vanilla. Maple. I grabbed my maple. Hold on, guys. I gotta grab my vanilla. That's food coloring. Oh, no. That's lemon. Oh, for heaven's sake. Okay. All right. I guess I wasn't quite as prepared as what I thought. Sorry. Okay. So I'm just going to turn the stove on kind of a medium, and we are going to open up our marshmallows, dump them in the pot. Let's do that. Almost had marshmallows go everywhere. That would not be good. All right, marshmallows in pot. Okay, while that is in there, is on medium, we will get, well, like I said, I already buttered the pan. I guess I should put in 4 tablespoons of butter before I dump the marshmallows in. I'm not very good, am I? That's okay. I am an improvisational cook. Is that a word? Improvisational? Improvisational. Let's move these marshmallows. You know what? Oh, they haven't started melting, so let's do this. Okay. Okay. Grab big bowl. Big bowl. Big bowl. Big bowl. Dump marshmallows. Get marshmallows out. Marshmallows out. Okay. Whew. That was close. Okay. Now we need 1/4 cup of butter. And I really don't measure. I'm terrible. I am so terrible. So while this is melting, we'll just visit for a minute. Hey, guess what, you guys? Little baby. Do you remember I showed you the little baby girl? Or yeah, she's dressed up as a girl. Anyway, she's sold. She's gone. You know, it's kind of a. It's a happy that I sold it, but a sadness that I'll never see it again, you know? Yeah, because I don't know. I think it's just because you put so much work into them, you know? I mean, a lot of work into them. And when you get them done, literally, when you get them done, they're just amazing. You know, you get them dressed and you hold them, and they're incredible. Totally incredible. Okay. All right, I'm going to put you back down here. Our butter's melted now. Well, somewhat. Okay. All right, here we go. Now we can put our marshmallows in there. There we go. You know, and I know my mother is watching this, my mother and my sister. They're watching my video, and they're probably going, you forgot to put the butter in, when I first did it. Because there was a video that I had ordered. I ordered this blender. Do you guys remember that? And so I was trying it on my YouTube channel, and I didn't realize that the lid was down in there, and I put ice on top of the lid, and I didn't see the lid in there because it's black. And then I chopped up my lid in little pieces on air, on YouTube Arrow. How embarrassing. Okay, so I just want to keep stirring this until it's all melted and gooey and yummy. You know, everybody's made marshmallow treats, right? You know, I remember when I was growing up, my dad, that was one of his favorites. He loved Rice Krispie treats. And he'd be in there, you know, kicked up in his recliner. And he'd call us girls, hey girls! Hoping that one of us girls, Tammy or I, would make him some Rice Krispie treats. Oh, I miss those days. Good times, good times. Okay, now I have another story for you while our marshmallows are melting. So, I was married at the time, and we had went out with a bunch of friends. This is, oh goodness, I was only in probably 20. And we went out with a bunch of friends out tubing. Another tubing story. What do you expect? It's Christmas tubing. You know, you gotta. Anyway. So, I was on one of those tubes with a friend of ours, and we were flying down that hill. Well, lo and behold, there just happened to be a tree right smack in front of us. You know, thank goodness it wasn't one of those sunny moments, you know. Sunny Bono moments with a tree. Oh, that would not be good. But anyway, yeah, I actually used my leg to try and kick us away from the tree, which flipped me out of the tube, upside down, into the snow, and I had glasses, and so my glasses went, I mean, way deep off into the snow. And here we all out there, and it's getting dark, and everybody's out there trying to find my glasses that got pounded down into the snow. You know, I'm really glad. There's some good points about getting older. In age, you smarten up and go, I'm not going to go out there and freeze my butt off. But when you're young, you do stuff. You do stuff like that. It's fun though. I had a good time. And when we would, oh yeah, got my grandson here. Sissy and Mama. Sissy, Mama, Dada. He's so darn cute. Oh gosh, I know what I was telling you. Okay, so when we would go out to get our Christmas trees at other times and stuff, well, we found this old pickup truck, you know, the hood and everything. Anyway, my dad took the hood off of this old truck, turned it upside down, and tied it to the back of his pickup truck. And all of his kids piled into the back of this hood and sat in the hood while my dad drove the pickup around and pulled us all around in the hood. That was so much fun. Good times, good times. Okay, so our marshmallows are done. They're done. Okay, so let's we got to side a little bit. We are going to, let's see, better. Okay, oh, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. 1/4 teaspoon. Like I said, I'm terrible at measuring, so I just kind of fill up the lid a little bit there and dump it. Okay, salt, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I really don't put that much salt in, but I will put like a, oh, that's about 1/4. Put that in there. Stir it around. Give it a good stir. Okay. Alright, so then in our, you know what? I got this going here. We got this. Let's see. How can I do this? How can I do this, guys? I know you're getting dizzy because I'm gotten you all over the place. You're like, give me a Dramamine, dang it. You're making me sick. Okay. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is in a bowl, we've got 3 cups of broken pretzels. So I have already broken my pretzels. All right. I've got 5 cups of Rice Krispies, which is right here. Okay, and my 1/2 cup of Heath Candy Bites is right here. And I've got 1/2 cup of chocolate chips right here. All right, so this is what we're going to do. You ready? All right, so what I'm going to do is turn and try to do this so it, let's see. I'm just trying to figure out a way for you guys to see this. Okay, so got this in here, and I'm actually going to, I'm just going to put everything in there all at once. What do you think of that? I just kind of dump everything in there. Where's my chocolate chips? Oh, right here. And my chocolate chips. But you know what? Okay, here's the deal. I love Heath candy bars. Love them. I'm going to add more. So I'm going to add more Heath Bites. Never go wrong. You can throw in here whatever you want, you guys. Whatever you want. All right, so now I am going to dump this over this. Hang tight. Got to get all the nummies out. Get all the nummies. Actually, I need where is it? There it is. Gotta have one of these. Try and get more marshmallow stuff out. Okay. Almost getting it, guys. And there we go. Nummies. Nummy, 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 nummy. Alright. Now we're just going to give it a stir. See what happens. Probably have to get our hands in there, I'm sure. But when you do this and you put your hands in there, be sure and put butter on your hands, okay? Because you don't want this stuff sticking to your hands. And there we go. Okay. Try not to make a mess. And try not to make a mess. Okay, you guys, I am going in with hands. So, like I said, I have already washed my hands. So I am. That's a lot of butter. So be sure and butter up so this stuff does not stick to you because it is hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Or if you're smart, you could have a pair of gloves and, you know, do it that way. But I've actually used all my gloves, so I don't have any more. Because like when I make meatloaf, I use the gloves for making meatloaf. And okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go press this down into a pan. So hang tight and I'm going to do that. Okay, so how did yours turn out? To get it all turned out? Yeah? Well, I got mine all squished in the pan. There we go. I'm going to taste it. I am going to taste it. Ready? Do you have yours? Hopefully you have yours made. Let's taste ours together. Ready? Okay. So, there we go. Are you ready? You got yours? Mmm. These are amazing. Really amazing. Mmm. Okay. It's a good one, guys. It's a good one. Alright. I'm going to wash my pan, and then we're going to come back and we're going to make some fudge. Be right back. Okay. So, now we are going to make sugar cookie fudge. Alright, for this we will need 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 1½ cups of white chocolate chips, 1 1/4 cups of powdered sugar cookie mix, 2 tablespoons of butter, some Christmas sparkles to put in the mix, and so let's do this, okay? I'm going to go ahead and tip you down, and let's take a peek, okay? All right. So, The first thing we're going to do is we are going to dump our sweetened condensed milk into the pan. So we'll go ahead and do that. You know, I love this stuff, sweetened condensed milk. Oh, I have got like the worst sweet tooth on the planet, I think. Literally. And I mean, all this stuff that I'm making, I'm not going to even be able to eat. I'm not supposed to eat this stuff anymore. But I've got some people I need to give things to, and neighbors and whatnot. Okay, so we're going to turn this on medium-high heat. And so with our sweetened condensed milk in here, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let me try to move you. Oh, I'm going to try to pull you over a little closer here. Hang tight. Okay, is that better? That didn't do a darn thing, did it? Sweetened condensed milk. That's what we have here. All right. But we are now going to go ahead and put our white chips in. Grandpa's riding shotgun, watching the kiddo. So we're just going to kind of mix this up until it is melted. So just keep melting your chocolate chips in your sweetened condensed milk. We'll be right back. Okay, and then you just kind of keep on stirring this until it's nice and creamy, guys. Okay, so now that it's nice and creamy, see that? Nice and creamy. Okay, so now we're going to add our sugar cookie mix. This is so weird. I would never think of doing a powder sugar cookie in fudge. We'll see how this turns out. We'll see. It's weird. I would never for a million years think of doing that. So I don't know if it's going to be grainy. I don't know if it's going to be powdery. Is it going to taste like a sugar cookie? I don't know. Hopefully it'll taste like a sugar cookie. That'd be awesome. I love sugar cookie dough. You know, it's so funny they tell you never to eat raw dough. I have always been one to lick the bowl or lick the spoon or lick the beaters or whatever. All right, so this is all mixed in here. All right, so now all we have to do is add some sprinkles. Let's go ahead and add some sprinkles to it. I don't know if I want very many. Now, you don't want to mix it too much because if you do, then your sprinkles will melt. And you don't want them to melt because they're for decoration in your fudge. So yeah, don't keep stirring it too much, okay? All right, then I got my pan ready. In this pan, I put tin foil and then I buttered the tin foil so that way when it's done, I can just lift it up. So let's go ahead and pour this in the pan. Okay. See how talented I am to try and hold this big old pot and scoop at the same time. So tell me what kind of things you guys do for Christmas. Do you guys bake? If so, what do you bake? Now, when I was growing up, my mom always made divinity. And I swear she's the only one that liked it. I still don't like divinity. How many of you like divinity? Okay. You guys, this has actually turned out beautiful. Look at that. awesome. And it sets up right away. So it's like a no-fail fudge. I am going to taste it off of the spoon here. Okay. Is yours done? Did you guys make yours? Sorry, my screen's bouncing everywhere. Hold still. Don't jump. If you guys jump, then the tablet's going to go like this. And then I'll be having to go like this trying to keep up the while I'm cooking. So don't jump. Let's taste it. Wow. That is amazing. That is really, really, really amazing. All right, let me put some hot water in that pan. Okay, I think that's my favorite fudge. That's really good. Let me wash my pan. I'll be right back. Okay. Here we go again, guys. Here we go. You'll notice I changed my shirt. I was dying of heat, so I had that long sleeve shirt on, and it was just way too hot. Trying to cook in a polyester shirt, not gonna happen. So we have one more to go, and in this one, get your stuff ready. So grab yourself a cookie sheet, and on that cookie sheet you will put parchment paper. So I've got mine all prepared. Got my pan ready. So if you want, go ahead and pause me while you get your pan ready. And here's the things that you will need to get ready. So you will need 12 ounces of chocolate chips. Then you will need pretzels. You'll need to break those up into pieces. What I do to break mine up into pieces, and I actually put it in a large freezer bag, and then take a rolling pin and just kind of go over it. You don't want to squish it into powder. You just kind of want to break it up in little pieces a little bit. That's how I do mine. It's very quick. Then you will need 11 ounces of Kraft caramel chips. When I say Kraft caramel chips, that's what I'm talking about. Or bits, caramel bits. And I am using Ghirardelli semi-sweet chocolate. And we will need 2 tablespoons of cream. Let me grab that out of my fridge. And you'll need sea salt at the very end. You know, hey, since you only use, this is just a little tad bit of information for you. But you probably use it for pies as well. But so you're only going to use 2 tablespoons of this heavy cream. You can make homemade butter with this. Just dump this in your bowl. I've got one of those KitchenAids. Or I've done it with a hand blender as well. And just sit there, you blend the crud out of it, and then add salt, squish the liquid out when it's solid. And you'll have buttermilk, and you'll have butter as well. Just in case you didn't know that. Okay, so let's get going on this. So we're going to melt our chocolate chips. I do not have a double broiler. I have never melted chocolate chips over a double broiler. I've always just melted them in a pan, just melt them slow. Unless you have a double broiler, then go for it. I just don't. I don't have one. Never have. No need for one, really. I've never seen any need for it. And then the caramel bits, we have another pan. Okay, and in that pan, we're going to put our caramel bits. Okay. We're going to use that whole bag. The whole bag. And you got to grab one. Who doesn't love caramel? Or who loves caramel? I love it. Okay, and what did I say? 2 tablespoons. If I can open it. Okay. Let's see. All right, hang tight. I got to grab my measuring spoons. Okay, so I grabbed my spoon. Put your 2 tablespoons of heavy cream in with your caramel bits. Okay, and then continue stirring them until they are melted. Same thing with your chocolate. Keep melting your chocolate. You can adjust this recipe however you want. You can make a large batch or a small batch. I'm just making a small batch because we're not having very many over. And like my husband, he doesn't like sweets. I can't eat sweets. My sister-in-law doesn't eat sweets. So basically it's just the grandkids and a couple of neighbors. Otherwise I really don't. Okay, we're going to turn that on low because the chocolate is basically already nice and melted. So, good there. I'm actually going to add a little bit more chocolate chips. That's what's nice about it. You can add as much as you want, or as little as you want. But what we're going to do is after we melt these chocolate chips, we'll just put a small layer of chocolate on the pan and spread it out nice and thin. And then we'll cover it with our pretzels. And then we'll alternate the drippings from chocolate to caramel, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then we'll cover it with the, sprinkle it with sea salt. It's really good. Sounds good anyway. I haven't had it. I shouldn't say it's really good, but it sounds good. I'll find my other whisk. There it is. There it is. Oh, here, do you guys want to see what's going on? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. That's not good. I burnt my caramel, you guys. Ah, no. But that's okay. I have another bag. Darn it. Okay. Be careful. Be very watchful of your caramel. All right. Hang tight. I got to clean up this mess. All right. Bad news. I don't have any more caramel bits. So I am going to show you guys how I make my homemade fudge. You're going to need sugar, canned milk, chocolate chips, which has already melted, so I'll just use these, and what's that called? Can't remember the name of it. Why can't I'm having a brain problem. Karo syrup. That's what I was thinking. I was like, what is that? What is that stuff? Okay, so if you've got the stuff to do your thing, then do it. Melt your caramel. Just put a thin layer of chocolate on your pan, and then sprinkle your pretzels on it, and then just alternate drizzling your caramel and your chocolate back and forth, and sprinkle it with sea salt. But unfortunately, like I said, I don't have any extra caramel bits. So but you probably might like this even better. So, let me grab a big pan again. first thing that we are going to do is grease the pan. That is very, very, very important. I'm going to show you a trick if you don't know this, so that way you don't get your hands all dirty. So basically, I grab myself a paper towel and then kind of fold the paper towel in half. Then I just kind of scoop some butter out of my butter dish like that. Okay, and then tilt your pan. Just kind of spread your butter around in the pan really good. This is the old-fashioned kind of fudge. This is the kind that I actually learned from my grandmother growing up. And I learned it by a song. I actually don't have a recipe written down. It's in my head. I learned it by a song. And how she taught me was, she's like, all right, honey, you just got to remember the song. 3 cups of sugar, half a cup of canned milk, half a cup of K-Rose syrup. And then you can either add your chocolate chips, or if you'd rather have a peanut butter fudge, add peanut butter. Whatever kind of fudge you want. You can add, I mean, they make all different kinds of chips. If you want cherry fudge, butterscotch fudge, whatever, use this recipe and just use different kinds of chips. And that works. Okay. So, 3 cups of sugar. Start with that. I can't believe, out of all the times for me to mess up on cooking is when I'm doing a video. That's the way of it. You know what, I'm not gonna alter this at all. Oh, here's my thing tight. What's the name of this cartoon? Megamind. Megamind. Have you guys watched Megamind? It is so cute. I love that show. It's so cute. Okay, 3 cups sugar. I promised you guys 3 recipes, and by golly, you're going to get them. Okay. 3 cups of sugar. There's 1. Two. 3 cups of sugar. Then we need half a cup of canned milk. Didn't have my canned milk out because I wasn't expecting to make this. So hang on, I'm going to grab my canned milk. Okay, there we go. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! All right, now I said half a cup. Gotta grab my half cup. And mix it back out again. You know, I really wasn't going to bake anything at all. But my mother, you gotta make it. You gotta make this. A cup of sugar, half a cup of canned milk. Okay, half a cup of canned milk. Okay. There we go. And half 1/2 cup of K-Roll syrup. There we go. Oh, of course, I can't find my little spoon thing that I need. Oh, where is it? Fine. Fine and dandy. I didn't want it anyway. I'll use this one. Okay. So then you take this, try not to scrape the sides of your pan, okay? Because it will make it sugary. So hang tight. This is a secret family recipe. I have you know. Well, it's not secret anymore, is it? I gotta turn this off. Don't need that pan no more. Okay. Alright. Don't need these. We'll probably use those for something else. Alright. So just kind of stir this all together. And you want to get this to a soft ball stage. And I'm going to show you what I mean by soft ball. Or if you have a candy thermometer, that would work too. But I just always do it just by water test. Sorry, I'm an old-fashioned cook, guys. I don't measure very well, and yeah. Sometimes it turns out, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I really burnt that caramel. Now what I do while this is cooking, all right, so I'm going to get my water ready. So what I do is I'm going to grab a little bowl of water and get it very cold water. There we go. Okay. I know you probably can't see that, but it's very cold. Okay, and then I'm going to put this in the freezer because I even want it colder. So I'm going to do that while this is cooking. I'm not going to be able to use all those chocolate chips that I put in there, though. That would make it too chocolate. That would be bad. You know, and if you want in your fudge, you can add peanuts or walnuts. I myself prefer creamy fudge. And I've got a granddaughter that is allergic to peanuts, so basically I don't put nuts in anything, so that way she can enjoy it too. Yep. Just kind of cleaning up a little bit here. I will need that. How's your fudge coming, guys? Okay, so we're just going to continue to cook this over medium heat and until it gets bubbly. So let's wait for it to get bubbly. So while this is cooking, you know, you don't want to stir it constantly, but you do, you know, slowly kind of turn it. Not a lot. And if you notice, this is what I do to keep it from crystallizing. See on the spoon, you can see the sugar. See that sugar? All right, well, I'm going to run hot water and I'm going to rinse off my spoon because I don't want a bunch of sugar on there because sugar actually will build up and start, I don't want my fudge crystallizing. So when your spoon, after you stir it, rinse off your spoon periodically. Just rinsing off my spoon, guys. Okay. So stir again. But yeah, sugar fudge can be picky. I mean, when you make homemade fudge, it can be picky. So you don't want to scrape the sides of the pan. That's number one. Do not scrape the sides of the pan. So while you're stirring it together, try hard not to put it up against the side of the pan. I have at times actually put some, it'll end up there. And so what I'll do is I'll wet the end of a paper towel. And on the end of that paper towel, I'll put it inside the pan and just kind of go around the rim, right up above where the fudge is at. Wipe your pan down and get that buildup of sugar off the walls. I know it sounds difficult, but it's not. It's super easy, you guys. It really is. This is super, super easy. I think the hardest part is just standing there while it cooks. Because, I mean, there's not much as far as ingredients go, for sure. Just kind of swish it around. And this is what we got so far. Let's see if you guys can see it. Hi, buddy. Watching the grandson. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. So at this point, we just want to kind of leave it, cook it slow. Mine's on medium high. And I have an electric stove. I'd love to have a gas stove. That'd be nice. And I tell you, for those of you that ever wanted black, like a black stove, black fridge, black, biggest mistake of my life is having black. It is awful because it shows scratches if it gets scratched. You can clean it and you can see a streak or something. Driving me crazy. I wish I would have just gotten plain white appliances. I couldn't think of appliances. And yes, my water's still in the freezer. I'll show you the trick to the water though. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to cook this and keep doing what I'm doing. Continue to do what you're doing on stirring yours, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it is now bubbling. Bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble. I'm trying to get this up higher so you guys can see better. I don't know if that's better or not. Hi. Hello. Okay, so once it starts to boil, it usually takes about 5 minutes of boiling. But here's the test. Here's how you know if it is So I got my bowl of cold water and a spoon. You take your spoon, put your spoon in there. Just get a little bit, not much. And then just kind of drop it in there. Just like that. Okay, and then you take your finger and you go like this. Now you want a soft ball, right? Not a hard crack. So this is perfect right now. Look at that. See how that's a ball? You can take it in your fingers and make it into a nice soft ball. That is done. Okay, if you are making things like peanut brittle, you would cook it harder. You'd cook it until it actually breaks in the water. All right, I'm going to add this chocolate that I've already melted. Because normally you would add 1 bag of chocolate chips. 1 bag. And then you just stir it up. You can make white chocolate. You can make chocolate fudge. You can make peanut butter fudge. Now, if I was to make peanut butter fudge, instead of dumping all this chocolate in there, I would actually take out my peanut butter, the big jar of peanut butter, and I would put my big spoon in there and take a big chunk, big glob of peanut butter and drop it on in there, and then you just keep on stirring until it's nice and smooth and creamy. Okay? Then also you will you'll add a little bit of vanilla, and I would say about a teaspoon. And once again, I use my capful is what I use, or a teaspoon if you prefer. And you just stir, stir, stir. And you'll notice that the shine will start to go away. And then when the shine goes away, or starts to go away, actually, you will put it in your pan and put it in the refrigerator or the freezer until it's set. And like I said, this was my grandma Ingo's recipe. We used to make this all the time growing up. My kids love this fudge. Love it, love it, love it. They love the peanut butter one too, but I don't make that one anymore just because my granddaughter with her allergies. Alright, so I have already buttered and got my dish all prepared for my fudge. And I put this kind of in a small pan. And then once it's set, then you can turn it upside down, and as long as you grease your pan, turn it upside down, and get it out of there and cut it up into nice little pieces for your guest. Ta-da! Old-fashioned, homemade chocolate fudge. Yum. All right, that is the 3 recipes, and I have a mess to clean up. Yeah, a little bit messy, a little messy. That's okay though, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a great time. I had a great time with you. Sorry about the whole mess up with the caramel bits. That just stinks, doesn't it? So if you make it, let me know how it turns out, because I've never tasted it before. So I don't know if it's going to be good or not. And please let me know if you try my fudge, if you make that fudge, okay? Anyway, you guys, may you all be blessed. I love you all. Always give thanks and praise to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And that's what Christmas is about, y'all. That's exactly what Christmas is about. I love you. You know I do. Bye, you all.